I know. Mommy getting up.
Well, it's uneven ground and it's
No.
I know. Hello, this is not a spring chick. And yes, we did move positions. Monty decided she wants to be right in the middle of things. Like, who doesn't like to be in the middle of things? Oh, yes, is that controversy? And isn't there enough of it to go around these days? Whether it's a town hall meeting, or actually, maybe we should rename those the healthcare revolt, or even the Teen Choice Awards is getting a lot of attention now with Miley Cyrus. Anyway, we're going to bring Oldecam on for comments on the headlines of today. Battle between Philippine troops and guerrillas leave 53 dead.
Well, yeah, the country is basically falling to the Muslims.
Ooh. Roadside bombs kill 14 civilians in southern Afghanistan.
They know that we're leaving and they're trying to help us.
Pakistani helicopters pound Taliban commanders' bases.
I mean, I find this hard to believe. They got like hundreds of thousands of soldiers. The Taliban stand out like a sore thumb and they can't find a Taliban.
Yeah.
With most of these guys that dress with the traditional Muslim beards and stuff.
Well, even talking about that, what was it, Sacha Baron Cohen, when he was talking about his new movie, Bruno, where he supposedly actually met with a terrorist?
Yeah. Which died badly, the movie, so.
I know, but it's like, it's like we have enough trouble finding him. He actually met with them.
Yep.
Yeah. U.S. home loans fell at a record pace in July.
Oh yeah, but the housing sales are just roaring. No, housing sales aren't roaring. They count the houses that are being purchased at the foreclosures as a sell when they're not.
Oh, I guess it is technically it is a sell.
But that's just, it's all playing with...
it's like the shell game.
It's all...
Obama and the permanent campaign.
Well, yeah,
What's
guy,
that?
Okay, he doesn't understand he won the election. He thinks that he could be... Actually, there might be a legitimate fear that he thinks that if there's a recount, and they obey the laws, that he'll be bounced to McCain when we appointed winner.
Yeah, but he's the president, so why in the world
Because he's afraid.
I know.
He's paranoid about the fact that it took 6 weeks to become president, and okay, we put it this way: if Acorn and the others go under, he goes under with them.
And that's what he's afraid of,
That's right.
Which means he knows he didn't legitimately get it, or he could be ousted. $3 billion buys not so green vehicles.
Oh yeah, the $3 billion that they spent a lot. The stimulus. I mean, the money for cash for clunkers. A lot of it's going. Well, most of it's going to foreign cars, but a lot of it is going to great big gas-eating cars.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, if a car, let's say for instance, you put 50 gallons of gas in your vehicle. So what if it gets them 1 mile inside of what their legit things are? You're still using 50 gallons of gas.
I know. Well, they're the ones that wrote up the bill,
yeah,
right?
Well, because Congress, basically, it's what scares people about health care. Is the same thing as that, they don't pay any attention to what they're doing, like the President of the United States. Well, the FedEx and United Parcel are surviving along with the post office. Well, the post office is an unbelievable disaster. And the only one the government has connection with is the post office. And he used the post office as an example.
Oh. Gem robbers used latex disguises.
Yeah, nobody. I mean, the stuff on Mission Impossible, there's two different people. It's not one guy with a latex mask on.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Palin says Obama brushes off reform concerns.
Well, yeah, because, okay, if you're going to have a panel that's going to discuss death, it is a death panel, no matter what the president tries to describe it as. End-of-life decisions makes it a death panel.
You mean like an HOV lane is not a carpool lane?
That's right.
Right, and for those of you, HOV is high occupancy vehicle.
That's right, same thing.
Whatever you call it, it's the same. An attorney's probe, one burning question.
Yeah, that's the thing on firing the lawyers. They serve at the whim of the White House, which means that the President of the United States says, I don't like the haircut you have, he can fire you.
Oh, really?
There is no, these are people that come and go with every administration. You only stay around until the president replaces you. That's
well,
it.
and that's typically how it's done. And they already know it's like a new administration comes in, they're all losing their jobs.
That's right.
I mean, it's kind of standard. Australian Senate rejects curbs on greenhouse gases.
Yeah, well, so much. Another cog in Obama's green plan is going down the drain. None of the countries, they can't afford to do it because our country, our Senate, our House, and the White House can't go green, but they expect everybody else to go green.
Oh, yeah, that is kind of a problem. Right. New York City crash renews fears about tourist helicopters.
The helicopter was where it was supposed to be. The airplane wasn't. So airplanes out of their area is the problem, not helicopters flying.
Well, you know, there's one thing about... Actually, there is a difference. Helicopters are supposed to fly at a different height than airplanes are, aren't they?
That's right. Helicopters are, I think, below 1,000-foot. Airplanes are above. Yeah. The guy dipped his plane down into where the helicopter lanes are.
Oh.
Right.
But other than that, I mean, it's not like there's lanes in the sky where they're supposed to go down the corridor.
Well, actually, there are lanes in the sky.
What do you mean?
Yep, there are lanes. Everybody is... your airplane is assigned a lane, and you're supposed to stay in that area. The lane being like 1,000, 2,000 feet.
Oh, is that what you're meaning? Okay, yeah, the height limitation.
Every airplane is given a specific lane to stay in.
Government watchdog questions airport stimulus projects.
Yeah, the money is all going to things that basically have like no. Maybe one airplane lands there a month or something.
Really?
Yep.
Pharmacy in Jackson case had money problems. The pharmacy or the pharmacist?
The pharmacy. Basically, they're going under, so they were, filling prescriptions they shouldn't have been. Filling prescriptions they know better than. Anyway, I'm going to try to fix the Michael. TMZ wouldn't have thought about this. The drug is used for people that are having cosmetic surgery and stuff at hospitals. And it was I think, was it a cosmetic surgeon to give him the drug? So guess what may have been going on at home?
Yeah, duh.
Yeah, I know.
Duh.
That's right.
Bloggers debate British healthcare.
Yeah, mostly it's everybody is unhappy with British. The British keep they send things into the White House, and then the White House basically dumps them.
Really?
They don't want to know there's any problems with healthcare in England.
Oh, yeah. Nor is there any problem with healthcare in Canada.
That's right, or in any other country in the world.
Yeah, and we're the only ones that have problems with healthcare, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Vladimir Putin ratchets up tension with Georgia.
Well, they're going to take Georgia. They know Obama's not going to try to do anything to stop them.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Clinton makes gaffe on 2000 U.S. election during Nigeria visit.
Oh, yeah. Well,
what in the world?
He compelled our Democrat. I love this. You can see that Barack Obama was elected in a fair and democratic election, just like the ones you're going to be having in Nigeria. Yeah, everybody in the world laughed at that.
I bet they did. They probably thought it was...
Everybody knows that was about as fair, as...
I mean...
Yeah.
I know. Russian president... That's like saying Monty doesn't perform for treats.
Yeah. Yeah. Certainly she does.
Russia's president calls time on vodka disaster.
Okay, the Russians are not going to stop. If Putin and Medvedev decide to stop the drinking in Russia, you'll see them out on their butts because the military also drinks like no one else in the world.
Really?
Yep.
Key group to push repeal of Prop 8 in 2012.
Yeah, they're pushing it back because they said they have to formulate a plan to get the people that voted against it on board, which is basically they call them all homophils and racists.
Judge rebuffs Obama on mining waste.
Yeah, you got to remember, a great percentage of those appeals court judges are Republicans, not Democrats.
Oh, interesting. Business Digest, JetBlue offers month of flights for $599?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but you have to do a lot of flying to really make it worthwhile. Every day in order to make it worthwhile.
Are you serious?
Yep.
A Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
Sometimes fixing something can take a lot longer than what you think it will, especially if it didn't need to be fixed to begin with.
Oh, sounds like healthcare.
I can let you go.